Temple of Arbel. And I believe Wallace 7 and Sebastian, y'all just had a Raise Dead performed for Sebastian, and y'all took the coin out of his pouches to pay for it.
Oh no, we didn't do that. The clerics did. They rifled through his
Y'all are
thing.
like, he's got the money on him, and y'all may have kicked in a little. I don't remember exactly. It's been a week, and it's been a rough week for me. So if I'm...
No, Leonard paid in full voice.
Okay.
Himself.
So that being the case, Leonard's BRB for the moment. Don't know why, don't know what for, but I am going to take advantage of that and go for a quick smoke. But before I go...
Ew.
There is new. So party,
New.
put it out there.
Okay.
And hopefully Golden shows up soon too.
Wait, how much do you want written in new? You just want what right now, or do you want everything?
Immediate and foreseeable near future.
All right, guys, this might take me a bit.
Okay, well, try to keep it simple, and I'll go for that smoke, but I know there's spell research, this, that, and the other. Y'all have got a lot of irons and a lot of fires, and I think a bunch of y'all are looking for a time skip. Not sure about if it's all of you or not, but back at you.
Welcome back.
Oh. Just oh.
Okay.
Was Hans needing to take a break later in the session? Eminem?
No, Hans should be good unless something happens, but as of now, nothing's on the schedule. I should be here start to finish.
Okay, I was just going to say if we were going to take that break, I was going to go over with Aiden some other brew stuff during it if we had a break. But
I mean, we might do a break regardless. At some point, I'll probably need to get something for dinner. But y'all can keep going without me. Hans is a fighter.
No, I wasn't sure. You normally take that 20-minute, 30-minute break.
Well, normally I'm not in voice to start with either, so that, yeah.
Oh, okay. So situations change some.
Temporarily, at least.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was going to take that opportunity if it was there.
Double M.
Yeah.
Jump and Ro will probably be sleeping.
This is tomorrow. This is tomorrow's stuff.
I think he wants just a foreseeable future as well.
This is Hans' time skip schedule, basically. He's gonna train and see about getting a job with the watch. If they pay well enough, he'll go week and week. Alright, this first month here I'll just train, then after that, 1 week watch, 1 week that, depending on how flexible they let the hours be. They also just might turn me away because I'm too tall. I face discrimination everywhere I go.
John D, where were we on the spell research?
We haven't started yet because all last session was basically just active role play.
Trying to revive the dead Sebastian.
Sorry, I didn't pass along that message properly.
Day 1, day 0 of spell research.
And I will point out that for a few days before we start, I plan on doing a little bit of fighter training. If that's all right.
And the mini balls come into the juggler's field.
You are allowed to comment on that if you want to. Big sir?
Excuse me?
I was talking to you when I was talking.
Sorry, what was your question?
I'm gonna spend the first few days doing some fighter training before I start on actual research.
Yeah, girls, I
If
think we
that's
might have to
fine.
drop down a channel if you and I can't hash this out in text, because I'm missing something, I think.
That's okay, John D. Like, there's a few things I can take care of.
Dang, I have no good way of typing this out. Girls, can I drag you down a channel?
Sure.
Alright, thank you, I'm sorry. Be right back, guys.
Okay.
Alright, so to keep this quick, the party's looking to time skip several months. The Corvos are still traveling over to Mount Rashti 2 days in the past, anyways. So we run the time skip. The party's now X months in the future. We run Corvos when we can, and they all die to Hyperion, or they complete the quest, head back, and now they're several months in the future while the party's in time skip. So to simplify the timelines, where it's not like, oh hey, by the way, the Corvos show up, but they're not going to show up in game till later because blah blah blah, we don't know what's going to happen. Just have them park at Borderton, and then when it's finally time to introduce them, they're like, all right, fine, we've had enough of a vacation, let's go back to the nut jobs.
Okay, but there's the hunted, the hunter, and the hunter of the hunted. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm assuming from what you said earlier, Crow. Could be wrong. But the point is, assuming that we get the tween off of Pascal, and I don't know how that's going to go. I know you have several sticks in the fire from that one time I accidentally scrolled over to that channel and looked away immediately once I realized what I was reading. But
oh, you already saw that.
No, I saw only something about dicing initiative. That's all. Something about Pagel and dice initiative. So that's giving me a picture. I'm not sure. I have avoided spoiling myself as much as possible.
And it might not even go that far. But
it's also possible
on...
Hyperion's going to touch down next to us and slaughter us all brutally. So the point being, if the Corvos are successful for the sake of keeping the timeline secure, straight enough, it's just okay. They rest in Borderton. I'm not happy about it. It'd be great if we could just run their solo adventures for several months, but then we'll never catch up to the party.
Well, again, it depends on what direction they're going to go if they are successful.
Well, I can say if Hyperion touches down and we have to fight him and he reveals that the party sold us out, they're probably just going to say fuck it and go to Axholm. But the odds of that happening are small.
Yeah. So...
Otherwise, I like them. I'd like to keep playing them, because moving them to Axholm, or just, unless you're willing to run one-on-one sessions, that's retiring them.
Yeah, actually, I am willing to. It's just been... time has been...
Alright. Well, in that case, I'll consider it. Should I wish to rejoin the party, then I will...
okay.
Yeah, then we'll just park them at Borderton to time skip them forward to meet up with the party.
So,
Alright, all good?
But here's the thing. Here's where it gets tricky. They succeed in their quest, and they survive. Everything works out hokey dokey with them. And they go back to John D's house. This could occur in the middle of the time skip. So you realize that if that comes about, then you detoured to Border Town to spend time with family.
That's exactly what I've been saying this whole time, girls.
That's what I thought.
I
I wanted to nail this down with you instead of being vague about it because let's face it, doing this in text takes forever, and doing it in an open voice channel was not an option tonight.
Thank
until
goodness
now.
for other voice channels. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll consider if they really want to rejoin the party, because that offer of solo sessions is hella tempting.
Yeah, and that depends also on how things go. So
Hey, if the
All right.
party gets wiped, then we can just they'll investigate and be like, "Oh shit, some
Oh, they're dead.
Juan
Yeah.
He thought that John was." And that would be sad.
Yeah. For them.
Oh, sad all around. Some of these characters are good. Other of them not so much. But regardless, shall we join them again?
Yes, I'll jump myself.
Okay. And we're back. Okay, so that's all sorted out.
All right. So Wallace, staying with Sebastian until he is able to walk fully. All right. John D and Rel have fun time. Wait. Really?
That's the time skip. That's the time skip.
No, that's not the time skip. That
I'm joking.
Well,
Little-
but I'm seeing where Rel says fun time with John. Okay. So that's confirmed.
I would hope so. Otherwise, that awkward conversation we had the other night.
Mutually consenting
Fun.
whatever. Hans, raid pantry and eat dinner, then bedtime as usual. Ask John when he's not when he's busy. If there are any plans for the near future he'd like Hans help with. Otherwise, ask if anyone wants to train over the time skip. See about maybe getting a job with City Watch. 7, taking care of Sebastian till he's okay. Okay, so Wallace and 7, you are gonna work to get Sebastian back to John D's house. Then going to the Temple of Shalf, that would be the next day, looking for a master of the longsword to trade from. I think you mean
Train.
Okay. Spending time with Wallace and looking for some work to do. Okay, 7. Seven, are you a worshiper of Shallow?
No.
Okay.
7 worships Snow God.
Duly noted.
Hello.
Wait, I hear you.
Well, no, I was just wondering where the echo came from.
No idea.
Hmm.
Rifle, spell research. Learning, making mead from Robin, looking for work. Okay. Lagatha, spending time with kids. Veritas, learning blacksmithing and working for the city of the guard.
I'm tired. Leave me alone.
Working for the city guards for the city of the temples and talking business with John and Robin. Stefan, same as Lactha, but instead of Veritas, it's Ariel and no learning blacksmithing. Nora, looking for work from the Thieves Guild, looking for work in general. Stranger Things, taking care of Ava and Anya, tending to the chickens. Okay, well, Stranger Things, you are going to learn that putting flower wreath crowns on the chickens is not imperative to tending the chickens. Reading his holy books, standard day-to-day for a peon. Rel, fun time with John, spending time at the Temple of Shelf, receiving training in lance and spear. And spending days at Temple of Ykur, giving reports, explaining something they saw. Debriefing them about the Hyperion run-in, standard stuff. Okay, so Rel, you're going to turn over your journals to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they will, of course, tell you that they will make copies and return the originals to you if you're still in town at such time, and they'll give you a blank book of equal volume to the one that you've dropped off with them. For in the meantime, should you need to depart before they are done.
Duly noted.
While at the Temple of Shalf with Rel, John would like to be instructed in better throwing star shurikens, hoping to get a proficiency. Guys, I'm thinking that somebody has went around and shared a little bit of, hey guys, you know what? We should get trained at the Temple of Shalif on this, that, and the other.
I don't know about. I don't know what about 7, but Rel had the idea first and told John about it, and that roleplay is already sent to you long ago.
Okay, John D, when you approach them about throwing stars and shurikens, they will huff up. It's the Temple of Shao does not teach proficiency in any kinds of projectile weapons. Good day to you, sir. Throwing stars and shurikens. No, they don't believe in that shit.
A dagger's the closest you can get, and typically they don't encourage you to throw the
That's
dagger.
for melee, not for using it as a projectile weapon.
Mhm.
Okay, they accept that some of their followers, in fact, a lot of their followers, use missile weapons, but among the chosen, no, missile weapons, that is verboten, John D. They do not believe in shields or missile weapons. And
Well, then, can you point me to a place that does teach that?
no, we do not. We do not endorse that. So you may need to edit your things there. Sebastian, resting. Okay, well, Leonard, after a day or so, you're going to feel right as rain, although you kept checking under your fingernails to make sure you don't have green mold coming out of it. But yeah, after a day or so, you're pretty sure you're right as rain. Robin, for first few days, set up brewing area, train bar staff. Whoa, bar staff. Who's the bar staff?
Rifle.
Okay, just rifle. Prayed for food, eat, prayed for bed, bed down for the night, wake the next morning, blah, blah, blah. Pray for food, eat. You out of here, Brandon?
Oh, yeah.
It was good seeing you again.
Good seeing you.
Be safe out there.
I'm gonna try.
Same routine for morning, night each day. We'll check on the bar off and see how things are going. Hang with Robin, check on other friends each day to see how they're doing, if I can help them in any way during this time. Hans, oh yeah, over the next 1 to 2 weeks, going to get my various ordered, however many X's that is, sized adventurers equipment. When I will visit my worship center and Tiff and have a talk with Hibernicus about things. Okay. So yes, Bevan, your worship center is a glade. It's like a little woodland area, and it's seems unnatural in the heart of this big city that so many small furry woodland creatures and birds and whatnot are there, but it's very peaceful. To you, it's absolutely serene. You will, of course, recognize that there are other clerics, druids, not all of them of your order. Some of them are clerics of the Bald Beast. Some are clerics of your order. Yes, you may have interactions. And give me a couple of minutes, guys. In fact, all of you can amend your actions right now if you need to.
I cannot think of anything I need to do other than train, get a job, and pick up my adventuring equipment.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption, gang. All right. Who am I missing at this point? Okay, there's still some edits being made, I see.
I
Okay.
just finished my last.
Okay. Leonard, in addition to resting for a day, because after that, like I said, you're going to be right as rain. I need to know your kind of sort of short time to long-term plans, because it looks like the party is going for a time skip. Leonard saying, I better not hear cheeks being slapped when I'm sleeping. Oh my.
You know, that would take a great deal of force for you to hear that.
Well, not if one of you is like open hand slapping cheeks. Anyhow, Leonard,
Well, I
I can
mean, he's down all the way in the basement.
So, Leonard, I can assure you for the first 2 nights, you don't hear that.
2 nights? What?
I've only rolled twice.
He thinks that y'all are doing it every night. You should probably clarify it's just a one-night stand.
Oh, yeah, I mean, having fun. It didn't have a time stipulation. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta roll for something.
Touche.
I mean, if y'all are, just have fun.
I mean, because, okay, the first night, and why not the second night, and the third, and I don't know how long the time skip you are aiming for is yet, so...
Don't get ahead of yourself, Grills.
Well, I'm not Vader, but what, you gonna break it off? Just finish one night and, oh, we're done.
I don't know. I've been having fun with Coaster Mama for 36 years.
Congratulations on those 36 years.
You saying you do it every night?
He doesn't have to answer that.
He is too much of a gentleman to kiss and tell, I believe, is the appropriate response. What, do you want an average or something there, John D?
For the love of God.
Wow, and this is being recorded for where? Okay.
Pornhub, apparently.
Pornhub, yeah.
John, you're digging yourself in a hole.
Not ate dinner, just ate dinner. Clown.
That's a long reading hour, Sebastian.
To be fair, I've actually done that before. Was sick one
I
day from
probably
school,
have.
just got one of my big books that I kept meaning to read but never had time for, and just sat and read. Obviously, you had to get up, cough, get a drink, go to the bathroom, but you can.
Well, I
It is
mean,
possible.
he did die. He doesn't really have much reason to do much of anything else right now.
Even though he still hasn't leveled up.
He's close.
What is the longbow reference, Sebastian? Don't mind asking.
That's actually a thing Aiden asked me to do. I presumes that Sebastian does the, you uses the bow. He actually has much
He's more
proficiency in.
proficient in the longbow, but he always forgets what bow he's using. Therefore, longbow.
Okay, there as a reminder. I understand.
Dungeon Master, since the airwaves are currently not in use, will Hans be able to get a day-by-day basis job at the City Watch? Just patrol with other watchmen and blah blah blah.
Yes.
Ah, very good, Captain. I'll do the push-ups that they want me to do to show I'm physically fit. I'll take the pledge,
Wait,
and
what
so
was
on
the
and so
yes
forth.
to?
Now, I do not have it readily available at hand, but I am pretty sure one of my Padawans, Lydia, can quote you the rate that I was assigning Lagatha and other people that were holding that job.
Give me one moment.
Appreciate it, Lydia.
It's like 2 silver a month or something like that.
Hans will, of course, be agreeable and diligent with his job, and yeah, I'm going to play into the stereotype a little bit there. Very thorough.
All right,
And yeah, I
find
imagine
the
his
other
presence
one.
is probably going to break up more fights than it starts, because you're arguing with your mate.
Is
and
he
you're
getting the
drunk.
morning shift or the night shift?
I haven't determined yet.
Could I ask for it on night so we can go with Lagatha?
Sorry, he's getting
No.
the midday shift.
Midday?
Yeah, there's night, there's morning, there's night, which butt up against each other, and then there's the middle of the day, which is like an 8-hour thing.
Mhm.
All right, so you get paid 5 gold per 30-day intervals.
5 gold for 30 days? Okay, since it looks like we're going by the month, that is A-okay with me.
So that should be around like 50 gold. Or not 50, but 15 gold.
Now, Captains, I want to
Yeah.
make if?
He survives the full 90 days.
Yes, if you
Yeah.
survive.
Well, Captain, unless you have chainmail or better in my size, I think I'm going to have to stick with my leather, yeah?
Yes, it looks a bit that way.
Very well. And we are clear that this is not a long-term contractual thing. I'll go month by month.
Yes,
Alright, month by month, 5 gold a month. Very good.
they can break it down for a week at a time, but below that, they're not willing to negotiate. They do appreciate your size, and that should help institute order, because I don't know if y'all ever saw the movie. What's that? Bride something.
There's tons of movies. The big guy usually can break up fights just by his presence.
It had
we going to have a
Andre
The
the
problem,
Princess
yeah?
Bride.
The Princess Bride. For those of you
Anybody
who
want a
have
peanut?
seen The Princess Bride, Andre the Giant is playing a job of, he's the mob breaker. He's mob control, and somebody remarks, "You
I
are a
am-
mob."
What is his name? The Diego? No.
Neo Montoya?
Yes, that.
That's the sword dude.
Yes.
You killed his father.
Diego
Prepare to die.
Montego. You're the man that killed my father. Prepare to die. Yeah, that is so cliched, and they took most of it from D&D.
Alright, so Dungeon
Okay.
Master, I am sorted for the time skip then. Train in the morning, job in the afternoon, come home for dinner. Assuming I don't get murdered on the job, I should be fine.
Okay, so assuming the night watch, the morning watch works from, Lydia, I hope I didn't tell you something contrary to this, but from midnight to 8 in the morning, then the day shift is from 8 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and then the evening shift is 4 till midnight. Does that jive with what I told you, Lydia?
No, because then he's overlapping with me.
Well, what hours did I tell you?
Well, I had the night watch, and he said it was from 6 to 12.
Oh no, it should be an 8-hour watch. All right, so Lydia, in that case, I'm amending yours from 6 to 12 to 4 to 12. And my
If-
apologies.
4 to 12 is 9 hours.
No. 4 plus 8 is
5,
12.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 9.
No, from 4. 4 to 5 is 1. 5 to 6 is 2. Trust me, that's 8 hours.
Yeah.
There's 24 hours in the day, and if you break it down into 8-hour shifts,
3
there's
shifts.
3 of them. Okay. So Lydia, I give you my sincerest apologies if I told you wrong previously. Now, Lydia or not Lydia, but Lagatha and Hans. Lydia, it may have taken you slightly longer to discover this, but Hans, it would seem that the merchants and whatnot in the area are faster to make this evident to you, but there are fringe benefits of being on the guard. Like if you're walking by a vendor who's selling foodstuffs.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And the watch is lingering, and it's like, oh, watchman, would you each care for a taste? Oh, and the guy's looking up. Here, take one of these. And where he's offering the rest of the guard like a quarter of a loaf of bread, he just hands you a whole loaf. Yes. Thank you for your service, watchman. I feel so much more secure with you guys present. Please, can I send my lad for fetching some water or something for you to wash that down with?
Right. You get the idea, girls. Hans is down with that. He's not going to take super advantage of it or let it affect his performance, but yeah, he'll take the loaf.
Okay, Lagatha, are you doing the same?
I mean, just get back in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Lydia, is Lagatha taking advantage of these fringe benefits that the vendors offer?
Sure. Probably not too often, though. I
Okay.
don't want to appear to be greedy.
Not greedy or completely corrupt, but still at the same time indulging in the, okay, here's a shish kebab, or here's a loaf of bread, or here, have an ale, and just going with the flow of things, right?
Yeah, pretty much. The guards and the vendors have obviously been doing this for generations. I am not going to interfere with it.
Okay, nobody's rocking the boat. Okay, Vader, I need to message you something.
Here, you know what? I'll just type it so I don't dominate the airwaves.
But I don't think there'd be many vendors out during Night Watch.
No,
Afternoon.
but there are occasionally vendors. And of course, not everything that the night vendors offer is something that you see on the streets during the daytime. Okay, Vader, it's a yes or no question. Unless you're going to answer in specifics.
Does this deal with Rel and John, or is it something different? I can't trust that laugh, because I know it's deceiving either which way, I assume.
Never assume, but I think I know what this is.
And it's gonna be amazing.
Is this really what we're focusing on?
You got to nail down the details, Vader.
Doing.
Is
Well,
this
you have an
spell
option.
research?
You have an option, Vader.
I don't think there are options in spell work actually.
It's some kind of research.
Jesus Christ.
You want me to roll right now?
Yes. I mean, you can use the dice spot if you'd like.
You might have
No, if
kids.
I'm gonna leave myself with a micro penis, I'm gonna roll it with physical.
Hands on. Good move, Vader.
Yep. Rolled a 30. Wait.
Wait, did you have the
30.
tens and the singles reverse?
Yeah, 30.
I think I actually made a chart for this. Hold up. Oh, not that one. No, not there either.
This is gonna be a fun session, I think.
Waiting on you, John D.
Girls, why can't we just go 30?
Look at the PMs.
The XP horse finally shows their true
Fine.
colors. Yes, Dungeon Master, tell us when we get the XP I can level up the vice.
Fine. I don't care about 35 then.
Look
With
at
that.
your PM.
I did.
Oh, so
Okay.
you rolled a 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Could be worse, Vader. Since we're time skipping, can we get XP? Yeah, that's part of the purpose of the time skip. In character chat, I can't believe Veritas are the one who makes them. I can't remember Avel, then she vacants on an extended nap. I will ask her unless someone else is capable of doing it. By the way, party, this brings up a question because if you are going to do a time skip and leave Veritas and Ariel, who are currently under the malaise of the sleeping sickness, you're not going to leave them that way just as is for an extended period of time.
They were green all day, and then they go off when session happens. I don't know what's going on at this point.
Okay, so I see 90 days for a time skip. 7 rel, good with that. Sebastian, 90 days of sexting. Damn, should just roll for chances, baby. Wow, Leonard, you didn't think I had already thought of that. John
No,
D.
that's not
and
the
Ian.
first thing I
Why
think of
not?
when the characters say they want to fuck. It's like, God damn it, I have to roll for pregnancy.
You think that, XD, I am my character, I'm John D. I, John D, am not a sex addict. Well, you weren't before, but after 90 days, we'll see. Did Hans roll a 1 for it? No, don't bother rolling for size. Is Lagatha here? Since we're time skipping, can we get XP? And wow, I've got so many cats. I've got all these cat monkeys in the room, and they're all going out different windows and doors, and at least two went into the basement, one went out the ceiling fan.
That reminds me, Dungeon Master, I do have a question when we get back.
Go ahead. Shoot.
No, it involves Hans when he goes to pick up his stuff. He's going to ask about the... do you sell anything like a small ballista?
Okay.
And I don't have the gold for this Dungeon Master, I'm well aware, so this is more of a hypothetical at this point.
Out of character. XD. Actions for the round. What is your charisma, Hans?
One moment. I believe it's either a 10 or an 11. It is a 11. So it's actually decent. Average.
Okay. These, Hans, the other guardsmen, they either kind of warm up to you or they kind of shy away. Because, yeah, you're huge. But
Yeah, very understandable. I won't be, pushy or whatever. It's more of a casual thing.
Now, again, Lagatha and Hans, of course, y'all deal with fist fights and the occasional, here's a thief or somebody trying to run away. This is generally handled because of course the watch does give you a club because they're trying not to just kill people. But Hans, in the case of fights, in most cases, when they see you menacing overhead with a club, unless they're really deep into it, they break that shit up. Occasionally, you do have to bust somebody upside the head or the back of the neck. Lagatha, same. And
I'm a little bit more vocal than him.
Yeah, but you're both very strong, as I recall, and y'all are pulling your blows, I take it.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I do not want to have blood on my hands from this.
Because y'all can only get away with killing so many citizens before they're going to say, you know what, look, one death is enough, but look, you're muscle bound, you're strong. Don't hit them full force, just knock them down, and we'll drag them off. They got to be drug off anyway. So don't kill anybody. And Lagatha, in your case, I'm especially concerned that they're probably warned you a couple of times, and it's like, you killed 2 people last month. Stop doing that shit or we have to let you go.
I killed 2 people last month?
You may have. You want me to roll percentage on that there, Lagatha?
Alright, well, Dungeon Master, yeah, I'm pulling my punches without being, like, oh, he didn't even touch me.
Because, Lagatha, aren't you 18 exceptional?
Barely exceptional.
Compared to normal people, you're still a mini Hulk. Okay? Remember, most citizens have 1 to 4 hit points. So your bonus to damage, and you're aiming for the head or the back of the neck. Does that sound fair, Lydia?
Yeah, I wasn't going to aim to kill the people.
No, but you get to target the area, not to whether you kill it. And if you say you don't want to kill, then that means you're pulling your strength and you're hitting them with a love tap, basically. And if they resist that, then you love tap them again, just slightly less lovingly. Right? Okay.
I mean, technically, I can't do headshots.
You can't? Why not? Aren't you like almost 4 feet tall?
No.
How tall are you?
Give me one. Gotta open up that thing again.
Well, I didn't mean to, but
3 feet 6 inches.
okay, 3.5 feet tall. So that means you've got about 15 to 18 inches of arm reach, plus the length of the club against a standard 5 to 6 foot human. Yeah, you can.
I would have just went for knee shots.
Okay. In that case, Lydia, they're going to tell you to quit crippling so many people. But the admonishment won't be as severe since you haven't killed anyone accidentally.
So they don't need their kneecaps to live, but yeah.
We don't need a city full of cripples.
I wouldn't have crippled them. I would have just done enough to knock them off their feet.
Sometimes exceptional strength can get away with you.
Yes. Again, this is somebody with 1 to 4 hit points, and if you do 2 hit points to the leg, you've broken the leg. You've done 50% of their hit points to one extremity. You have potentially crippled them for life.
The point is to try and pull the punch, though, so it's at most 1 or 2 hit points. Probably not even that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really do fractionals, but the point is really not to hurt them. It's just knock them on their ass and get them to stop.
Now, if Lord Oakley runs into town, by all means, use everything you've got. Drop the club, draw your sword. Okay? But against normal brouhaha that breaks out in the city, with normal people, you don't put your strength behind it. You just give them a smack. It's like the difference between an open hand slap, just meaning to get their attention, a full strength slap that you want to knock their jaw out of alignment, and a solid right cross where you want to take their head off. And Lydia, I'm seriously not trying to punish you here. I'm just trying to keep it realistic.
Oh, that 20.
Oof.
Really, Vader? 20?
It's like the tween has never left the party. Dungeon Master, at this point, I already rolled my HP with your permission a while ago. Can we apply the level up, or do we have to wait somewhere still?
We're going to have to wait. I've got too many loose ends coming in.
Okay.
Wow, John D. I thought you were going to use your dice, but you put it in the bot channel. Okay, well.
Transparency is important.
John D. 15 XP for your integrity.
Thanks.
Where's the fun in being arrested for murder? Okay, so party people, let me look over your actions again before I agitate the 90-day time skip. Okay, so Wallace, you're going to train with Hans and Seven and pray to your temple, then find work. Wallace, what the fuck are you? Who is your temple? You are...
Arbol.
Okay. Wallace, I don't know what kind of work you're looking for. But Wallace, I'm sure that the temple can find work for you to do, that you'll be able to maintain your good standing with the temple. And, they'll feed you, push a couple of coins your way, maybe let you arbitrate some minor manners, but they're not going to put you on the full-blown circuit judge list. Okay? John and Rel, having fun time. Okay, John D., I'm pretty sure you were going to do something other than having fun time. Okay. Hans, see below. All right, I gotta skip down.
Well, I just realized if we're... Sorry.
Okay. All right, as far as getting your stuff ordered, that's not a problem. Day schedule. Wake, eat, lunch, train, afternoon shifts, then on guard duty for the city, come home. A mini ballista. So, Hans, we're talking about a supersized crossbow.
Yep. I got the size, I might as well play to it. Because this light crossbow is nice and all, but what can I really do?
I mean, you're 8 foot something.
Okay,
Wow.
Hans, you will find a professional. I don't have the exact term for a Boyer who specializes in crossbows. It's probably still Boyer.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I've got experience with siege equipment, but that's a little bit too much for even a big lad such as yourself to be carrying around. And I can make a crossbow of any size. And I reckon I could make something in between. But it's going to cost you.
I figured as much. This is more of a hypothetical. I don't have the funds for that right now. But I will take down his name, address, and if he wants to take some measurements just for the sake of having those, and I'll come by and place an order once I have my first big pay from my successful adventures and pay off my outstanding debts, I'd be very happy.
Aye then, I'll measure your arm length and your strap length. My name is Master Argyle.
Master Argyle. I'm going to write
And
that
when
down.
you have the funds to guarantee me half payment in advance, I can make such a weapon. Bless you. I can make such a weapon for you. But until I see the color of your coin, I won't start shaving the first bow.
Oh, absolutely. Very understandable.
Then get the hell out of my shop and have a good day to you.
You too, sir. I assume dwarf by the accent grills.
No, he's human.
Alright. Yeah, big.
Now that was racist.
Wow,
That's what everyone does.
Racist there, Double M. So
that's what everyone does for dwarves.
No, but that's the definition of racist, right?
Yes, I judged him based off of characteristics that are standard for his race. Yes.
I cannot apologize for Double M for being a giant supremacist. Yeah, yep.
Human supremacist.
Giant supremacist. Yep.
Yeah. Look, I am a giant. Everything's a dwarf to me, other than other giants.
Okay, let me scroll back up.
Dungeon Master, does he give like a price range, or it's going to cost a lot of coin?
It's going to cost a lot.
Right,
I'm
I'll
not
come back with a
gonna
couple
even
hundred
try
gold
and figure
pieces,
that out.
see where that brings me.
Okay, 7 taking care of Sebastian. That's 1 day affair. Okay, 7. You're looking for a master of the longsword to train from. And this is for training purposes?
Mm-hmm. So I can put in my proficiency for my longsword that I have.
All right, give me a moment, please. Guys, I'm sorry, but I did apologize ahead of time that tonight's session would be a little bit of wonky because I knew ahead of time we'd be going through a lot of leveling up stuff. Didn't I? Okay, so 7. How much coin do you have ready to offer this master? because they have many masters of the longsword, but some are greater than the others.
7, 8.
And of course, they're going to inquire that, do you believe in the Father?
Well, she believes in all of the gods.
That's not what they're asking, of course.
You believe in all of the gods. And which one do you think reigns supreme?
I like fighting. I like weapons.
Very well, then. And how much money do you have to put forth into this training?
I can offer 1,000 gold pieces. Well,
Then show up. Hold
Then
on,
what?
Let me think a moment here. Then show up within the first hour after first light on the morrow, and your training shall begin. Ask for Master Bosk.
Master Boss.
Yes. And bring plenty of bandages.
Duly noted.
Hey, girls.
Yo.
Boyer. Grest Boyerson.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
Yes.
Yeah. His father was a master lawyer without parallel. And he learned the trade.
Cool.
Is that BOSK or BOCK?
BOSC.
No, I was close.
Bring out a lot of new names.
Well, you're encountering new people, aren't you? Okay. All right, Wallace, you've been handled, I believe. Let's see, Hans, you've been handled. 7. You're handled.
Ruth, if you want to handle me last, I can wait.
Wow, that sounded dirty, Lydia. Bad, Lydia. Bad. I know what you mean. No, I'm going down the row. Rifle, you're doing spell research and learning, making need from Robin. Okay, so that's going to cut in there. Pretty sure spell research is going to eat up your time, Rifle. So if
Yeah, I'm
you
aware. Their
if
learning
you
need
want
and
to-
stuff is later.
If you want to amend that, Rifle, go right ahead. Lagatha, done. Stefan, done. Nora. Yeah, they're not putting contracts out, Nora. Things are kind of we must be cautious in these times. Stranger Things, okay. Having learned not to put flower wreaths on chickens, done. Rel, fun time with John. I'm going to have to do a lot of dice rolling. Okay, receiving training in lance and spear. Okay, Rel, how much money are you looking forward to spending on your training?
She has no money.
Rel, what is your charisma?
14.
Okay, then, Rel, I suggest you put it in character chat how you wish to approach this with the weaponeers. Okay, I'm going to get a swig of beer real quick. That is done. And when I come back, I'm going to either pick up with Rel, John B, or somebody further down the line while I go for a couple of drags real quick.
I'm gonna be out for a minute and gotta get the bathroom. I'm gonna go warm up some food for dinner.
I wish he at least told me who I was talking to first.
What is it? What is it?
Okay. Sorry that this is being such a drag tonight, guys, but I've got so many I's to dot and T's to cross that I've got to do it right. Let's see, where was I at? Rel, fun time with John D. Okay, that's going to get curtailed by the training. And I'm waiting for the in-character chat with those guys. Okay, Lydia, it's going to be a male. Because you're welcome, but I'm still going to need to see that charisma check first thing. Oh, did I? In that case, my bad. My apologies. But yeah, because you're going to have to broach the subject with the guards. Then they're going to have to send for a cleric or a higher up, and then they're going to come back to you. And so it's kind of a mix there. My bad. But I'll give you 10 XP for having made a boo-boo there and not being specific enough. Rel, you get 10 XP for me being vague and not being spot on with explaining how it should have went. Bevan,
Yes.
1,000 XP. Your 90-day time skip is approved.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, John D., we've discussed your things there, but I have not seen an amendment to your actions for the round, which I need to.
Enough.
And Bevan, of course, make sure that you mark off that 10% that you're tithing. And yeah, that stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to actually do the math, and then I'll send it to you later.
No, you do the math. You're on the honor system like everyone else.
Oh, okay.
Mic check. Yay, not works.
Yeah, your mic is working.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see if I can
Okay.
fix it while I wait.
Is this any better?
Is what any better?
I edited my action.
Oh, give me a moment. It didn't ping me when you edited, and I was checking out of character chat. Just realized if my standard rations are going to spoil, might as well eat them and buy more when we set out edited. Yeah. Male or female, mic issues, BRB. All right, let me check it out, John D. Okay, John D, give me a charisma check.
Okay. Now the dice like me, and that one.
Okay. All right, so John D, are you going to focus on your weapons training or are you going to do spell research with Robin?
If my actions for the round wasn't all that clear, I meant to do 6 or 7 days of fighter training, then pick up on spell research.
Okay, Robin, are you cool with that?
Yes, I'll use those 6 or 7 days with the
Rifle?
with the brewing training. That works out for me.
Okay, rifle. That would be you, Lydia. Are you with me? You are. Okay. So you want to spend 6 or 7 days doing brewing instructions and learning with Robin, which it looks like, and then doing spell research or looking for work, or do me a favor, Lydia, go to your actions for the round for rifle and amend that as such. Because Robin wants to spend 6 or 7 days with you, teaching you the brewing processes. And then if you want to go into spell research, because over the course of this time, it's going to slip that rifle, you want to do spell research, but so does John D and so does Robin. So y'all might need to coordinate a little.
Wait, why? Okay, I get with me and Robin, but
Do you really think they're going to be standing over vats of mead and talking, oh yeah, we're going to research a spell, and something like that's not going to slip?
sorry.
Okay. Because otherwise, I could have y'all do a wisdom check every 4 hours of brewing preparation for everyone involved. Now, John D, since you're checking weapon preparation or weapon instructions, that wouldn't apply to you, but for the two of them, I think something is going to slip. And you should actually consider this a favor because you can actually keep your results private, but the fact that you're in cahoots benefits the party and it's not a penalty.
Fair enough.
Okay. So I think I'm waiting for a few amendments to come in. All right, Wallace, you're done. Hans, you're done.
Hey, Grills, as far as my spell research,
Yes.
one of the things was trying to check on getting the armor piece of leather, the mini armor piece, enchanted. Was able to find out pricing for any of that.
Is this for the John D's
The
War
spell,
Mage?
yes, getting the using pricing and getting something enchanted, hoping to use that.
And where
in the
exactly
spell.
are you going to see about getting this done?
We're studying at the Temple of Yakur, so I would think there. I'm not sure what the process is for enchanting, or if they would do that, or
Okay.
researching that.
Are you accompanying John D to the Temple of Yakur for this purpose?
Yes, I would be, to find out if that's something they do. Sorry, I'm a little lost on that process. On John D.
Yeah, you had a slip of the tongue there.
Oh.
Did I? Oh,
Don't worry.
Understand.
The
If
skies,
John D is there.
the
Sorry.
skies didn't darken this time, but John D jumped away from you. Oh my. Okay,
Well-
so John D, Robin, and I'm not sure about Rifle yet, if that's a trio or not. But I have to pee. So, all right.
Girls,
Yes.
I just want to say that if John were there when Robin were asking about such things, he would vouch for her.
Okay. So, Rifle, you're going to a different temple. Then please, guys, make sure it's specific in your actions for the round, because I want to get it all nailed down and be very specific and not shortchange anyone or give you something that you shouldn't get. I gotta pee. Right back.
Oh, that reminds me. Robin, are you chaotic?
Yes.
Might need to bring something up with Grills when he gets back. Then.
All right. Let's see
Hey,
what.
Grills.
Yes.
I just remembered something that you might want to consider.
Okay. Throw it out
Robin's going into the Temple of Vikur, and she's of a chaotic alignment.
there. Really? Oh no.
Oh yeah. So
Did you just fuck up, Robin?
Okay. So yes, stolen. Now quit. I gotta keep clicking back and forth.
Sorry.
Thank you. All right. Rifle spending 6 days learning
But
from
I'm
Robin
sorry,
in
if
spell
this-
research. Temple of Apres praying to his god. Also
I'm sorry
spells.
if this negatively impacts you, Robin.
Oh, but John D, I'm going to give
Hey,
you 200 XP.
It is what it is.
John D, 200 XP. Okay, so I still have to John D, that's all. That's 90% of that 200 XP is going to magic users. So that's 180 magic user, 20 XP to fighter.
It's
Got you.
chaotic good, if that matters.
It does. Thank you. All right. And I'm still waiting in stuff for somebody's explanation in character chat.
It looks like
It's being typed and it just finished. Very good.
Okay, Grills for Robin. It's more of a Robin Hood mentality as far as the chaotic good, if that
I
helps,
know.
or just to make sure that's the attitude of Robin.
I know, and I'll have to get back to you on that, Fixer. I'm sorry, but
No, that's fine.
yeah, you're good. I'm trying not to get ahead of other things, which because you are still on day 0, officially day 0.
Okay, when it's appropriate for the timing.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Lydia, I need that charisma check for Rel. Nicely done. Okay, now again, guys, some of this is day 1 or 2, but still the party is on day 0. Okay, so Rel, they're going to ask how much you are willing to donate to the temple in exchange for their services.
She has very little on her, and she doesn't want to insult them with such paltry gifts.
And then what service may you perform to the father of fighters and weapons in exchange for this training?
What would the father of weapons would ask of me?
You claim to be a follower of the God of Knowledge, do you not?
I am a unique member of my temple currently, but yes, sir.
And as such, you would not forsake the God of Knowledge for the Father of Weapons, would you?
No, sir, I would not. If I am not faithful to one, how would I be faithful to another?
Agreed. You may be worthy of your father. We must contemplate on this. Please wait here for a while. And Lydia, I have other irons on the fire, but I'm on your issue.
Okay.
Well stated, Aiden.
Thank you.
Mm. I did not, Mama. I'm sorry.
I also specified what I'm doing for the
Okay.
temple research, if that helps.
All right, let me get around. Muted back to background noise. Okay. Yeah, Mama. Okay, guys, remind me in about 5 to 10 minutes, one of you, any one of you, to go turn off Mama's fish tank lights, okay? Please.
Okay.
It is
Next 10 minutes.
8:26. It is 8:26, so by 8:27 or 8:37 at the latest, I need to go in the other room and turn off a light.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Thank you. All right. Rifle spending 6 days learning from Abba, then spell research. Temple of Avarice, praying to Scuttles. Manage to finish it, look for work. If not, continue with research. Oh, I should just pull a Godfather. You know what I'm talking about, Double M, aren't you?
I
Oh, I
do.
know.
Oh no, that's horrible. You should absolutely do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
Do it.
Hold on, we need to get the music in here, which is probably copyrighted, I just realized, so...
It's old enough. No, it's old enough.
Alright,
It's not copyrighted.
fuck if I remember what
Just
it's
like-
called, though.
Just like I've got 2 songs wrote down. Okay, Creature of the Wheel is still copyrighted, but Man in Black isn't.
What's the name of
Okay,
that soundtrack, though?
Same, because I've never actually seen The Godfather
Oh,
or read it, for that matter.
oh no, you need to sometime when you have like 3 days to kill, just sit down and watch the entire Godfather series.
I'm gonna
That
make
is-
him an offer he can't refuse.
Oh, serious? I thought it was just a movie.
It's Godfather 1, Godfather 2, Godfather 3. I
Ah.
believe.
Are they all good?
Yes.
Be a real man.
It's dealing with
The rest-
the 1950s Italian mob families in New York.
There it is. Alright, let me know when you want me to cue it, Grills.
Go ahead. Go ahead. So, Rel, let us take you to see one of the upper members of the clergy. And they lead you down a hall. That tells you you're doing things right. So, Mistress Rel, it's come to my attention that you would seek a favor from the father of weapons and warriors, and you have nothing to pay in return. And yet not once can I remember that we've ever been invited to your house or to your temple, invited to dinner or things of such nature. Even though we keep this community safe, even for the relatively disinterested types. The Temple of Yakura has never shown homage to the Temple of Shalaf. And yet now you come asking me for a favor. Well.
Ah, it's over.
Oh, damn.
No, there it is.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
no, it's not.
It cut out.
So, Mistress Rel, in the instruction of the lance and the spear, I will make this done for you. But someday, Mistress Rel, the Temple of Shalaf may ask a favor of you. Is this something that we can agree upon?
Rel is typing.
My God, Grill's A+. That could not have been done. I'm fucking
I'm glad
laughing.
we have this recorded.
I'm so glad. You know, this is going in clips. This is an hour and 27 minutes into the recording. I'm clipping this part of it.
What are you trying to imply about my apprentice here, Sebastian?
I just wish the bot didn't keep cutting out. Well, you play with the heart you're dealt. The cards you were dealt, not the hand you want.
So, Double M, I take it you've seen The Godfather, and you know the
I'm familiar
scene,
with the scene, but I actually haven't seen it. I wonder if it's streaming.
but I pretty much nailed the effect, right?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that scene. That's like poetry. It rhymes.
And later on, he calls in that favor, and it's like a nothing.
If I could award Girls XP for that, I would.
Oh.
Okay, so Rel, he says, very well then, we have an agreement, and extends his right hand.
Never mind, Sebastian.
Okay, you already know it was a guy. You asked about that, Lydia. Thank you, sir.
I thought I was led to someone else. I was confused.
Okay. So you do shake hands with him. And he'll tell you to return the next morning. And you need to ask for Master Braghead. Let me put that in out of character for you. Okay. And he'll tell you, one of my men should be outside of the door. They will show you the way out. Have a pleasant evening. We will see you on the morrow.
Thank you and good day.
He'll nod, steeple his fingers, and then double chest pump salute.
He's a mage fighter.
A mage shook your hand, Rel.
Double M, remember, the steepled fingers is also a measure of the clerics.
That's a good point, yeah.
He did the steepled fingers and the double chest thump.
I've never really seen a cleric do it though.
No, they generally just nod. But
Denali has it differently too, as I've posted, but he more of a cupped fingers than steepled.
So he does spears and lances, correct?
you'll find out in the morning, won't you?
Okay. I accept and move on.
Okay. So, Rel, they will show you the way out. Of course, you're in day 1. The rest of the party is still in day 0. But now I have 3 people to consider for that thing. So, I have...
I may have won the Hellscape Favor.
Well, we kind of already covered John's day 1 with the adventurers thing.
I've done that, but that's not set in stone.
Hmm?
Okay, so I have 7 going out. I have rifle going out. Okay, Lagatha, kind of, that's out of the line because that's with troop. Same with that. So as far as people out and about on day 0, you know what, guys? I need to get a couple of nicotine hits real quick. And I'm sorry this is dragging out, but y'all made this.
Mm-hmm.
Back with you.
Or just talk to the cleric that's going to be at like the Zin.
All right, so I do realize I'm a juggler with about 24 balls in the air right now.
Something like that, yeah?
Yep, and you've got the power of space-time, so you can just slow things down so you can get all the balls, but that's real-time
music stop.
answers. Yeah, I don't know about
I mean,
this
can
music.
sex be used as a weapon? You'd need to go to Thika for that type of training. Wow, guys, keep it clean. Come on.
I mean, until you said it loud, it wouldn't have been in the recording anyway.
Oh,
Well, I
gives
don't
a shit.
Out of character chat was an XD from Dom. Okay. All right. So Wallace, you're dealt with. Hans, you're dealt with, correct?
Yeah, I have a question about my rations, but other than that, I'm good.
Your rations are gonna be level unless you steal from the pantry, Hans.
Well, no, the point is I have standard rations, so that's gonna spoil probably before the end of the time skip.
Yeah, so I guess you're either stealing from the pantry or resupplying yourself with what you pay for out of your guardsman keep.
I got some money for pocket. I'll just buy some iron rations at the end. But since I'm getting breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the house, I'll assume that someone's buying something. Otherwise, maybe I'll pick up something every once in a while.
Well, you're on the day shift, so you're not getting lunch there. You can get breakfast and dinner, but you can pretty much keep your fill while you're on watch for lunch.
Alright. So the point being, I'll
Okay.
just have to buy a new thing of, and hey, I can actually afford iron rations now. Those keep longer.
Yes. Okay, so 7. I think we've gotten you taken care of, right? Yes. Okay, spending time with Wallace and looking for some work to do. Is this spending time with Wallace like Rel and John are spending time together?
Jesus, grills.
No. Okay. So just talking and things. Wow, they both said no. They're not ready for little piglings. No. Wow, okay.
Girls,
Yes.
until we as the characters actually state it, don't interpret that we're doing it. It's more than just that once.
Really?
Yeah, because it takes away agency.
Rel, is that your interpretation as well?
Unless Rel is saying that.
Well, Rel, you do have all that training, and that kind of wears you out. I mean, so unless you're going to do something provocative, and you'll let me privately know so it doesn't disturb our PG. I think we're up to PG-17 rating at this point. Then
No, we're just triple X.
okay, so rifle, I think we've got you handled except for the spell research for that first week. Still training is fun. Okay. Lagatha, Stefan, Nora, done. Stranger Things, done. Rel, John D. Hey, John D, did we handle you at the Temple of...
Fighters? Not fighters, sorry, adventurers.
And who would that be, John D?
Don't believe you've told me, girls.
So are you just going to go knocking on every temple door?
Or at least, if I... Since I clearly blew it, what's the past tense of blow? Whatever. Or, since I screwed it up with this Temple of Shalif, whichever temple is nearest, I'll ask if they can give directions.
Okay, so you're going to go to the nearest temple and ask for the directions to the Temple of what?
The God of Adventurers.
Okay, John D. They will give you directions. They look at you funny, but they give you directions.
He will thank them and additionally give a small tithe of a few gold.
Mark it off. And how many gold?
I'd say around 5.
Okay, mark it off. And so, John D, do you follow those directions?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have something typed out in character for that encounter?
Would you like me to do so?
Yes, please do so.
But no take backsies on the at nat 1.
Well, you just used that at the nearest temple that you came to.
You have me roll, Grills.
Yes, I would have you roll again. Okay. Then discussing his plans with Robin and party conducting spell research a la Temple of Yakur. Oh, this is good stuff. This is good stuff right here. And
Be
I've
clear,
got
this
to
is
do
for
this.
once I'm actually at the temple, right?
Pardon, John D?
This is once I actually get to the temple, right?
This is going to be after you get to the temple. Why are my words highlighted?
Did you highlight them?
No, somebody else did. That's okay. It's good. I think I understand. Okay. I hope that answered somebody's question. And silence is consent. Okay, so John D, I'm waiting on that in-character chat RP from you,
I
I
know I
believe.
am typing.
Yes. Not trying to rush you, man. Take your time. Because then I think I have one more thing to do before I kick it over into the realm of y'all got to rethink what the fuck you were doing or time skipping. And if anybody thinks I've skipped you somehow, then after I hit the new thing and it kicks in and I haven't covered it, then let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to do a massive 90-day time skip. But
I'll
I'm
get here.
going to have to. Pardon?
I'll get here.
Okay. I may have to double back to you on some of you about certain things. Actually, I'm damn near sure of it. So we probably won't get to immediately do the 90-day time skip. But I do need to check something. 5 and 76. Okay.
Oh, Grills. We forgot to remind you to do the light.
Huh?
Did we forget to remind you to turn off the light?
Night night, fishies.
Oh, yeah, y'all forgot. Okay, I'll do that.
Yep.
Okay, they're out in the dark. Thanks, Double M.
That's actually Coaster you should thank.
Oh, it was Coaster. In that case, Coaster Mama, that is Bevan. You can award yourself 5 experience points for picking up the slack where I dropped the ball.
Okay, thank you.
That's a small trade-off on my part for keeping things happy. Leonard, I do need you to roll 9d20 for me, please.
Ooh.
All right. Damn it, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Bad Dungeon Master, bad.
Okay. How does this look?
Hang on. I need to check something. You know what? I'll do this the cheap, easy way. Okay. I'm listening.
I just typed it out.
I'm listening to multiple people at the same time, Vader. You're
Gotcha.
third in line.
Sorry, that wasn't clarified, I guess.
No apology necessary, Vader. You're good. I'm just letting you know I'm waiting for 2 other responses first. Okay, good. And good.
The hell was that? Yeah, that sounded like
I don't even know.
Not yet, Lydia.
Was I the only one that heard that?
I heard something like
No,
a
but I was
No,
off
I
motion.
heard it. I'm just not
Computer.
questioning it.
Yeah, it sounded like a tauntaun or something, but
Sounded like a character in a video game just did a death scream, but it corrupted and went robotic at
well,
the
I
end.
don't know. But I'm looking at what I'm doing here with you guys, not paying attention to Junior's games and stuff.
Okay.
And Junior listens to some weird shit, so just
I don't doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
greetings. I seek your temple's guidance and training. As it turns out, the warriors, weaponeers, what have you over at the temple shelf don't take too kindly to learning projectile weapons. I hope your temple and God have good sense to see these and such a skill for adventurers such as myself. If you require a tenth of me, I shall avail my such funds. Now, as for my faith, I cannot pledge, alas, as my heart is with Yukur's teachings. My respect is with your temple, of course, as any wise person would be who dares call himself an adventurer. Would you be willing to take me on? And John D, give me that charisma check.
As you will. 13 out of the 17, mind you.
Ah, yes. And you speak well. What might your name be?
Mine is John D. At your service.
John D. Oh, John D. Well met. We can train you. It may take quite a bit of time. Were you hoping to accelerate your timetable?
What would you have in mind, pray tell?
Well, teaching someone the ways of a weapon in pursuit of their adventuring career, especially a noble one such as Yukur's, is worthy of our attention. But accelerated learning, which I do think is the heart of the matter of which you're after, well, we would need to take people away from their normal duties and retask them with your training, yes?
And what would you have of me to make this happen?
Well, John D., for such things, we have to repurpose people and take them away from their other devotions to the temple. And this is costly in our endeavors. Can you see where this should lead? I would not expect any coin derived away from the god that you have pledged yourself, because Master Yukur is a worthy god. But at the same time, if we're going to redirect our goals into helping one who is not absolutely of our faith, then
Fear not, I do intend to tith appropriately.
and how much patronage do you think would be appropriately?
Would perhaps this seem enough? And he will present a 100 gold piece gem with the paperwork.
If that is the patronage you wish to advance, then we shall make accordingly on that. Yes?
Aye.
Very well then. We shall see you noontime tomorrow.
Did, and before I leave you and see to my other proceedings, what would that timetable look like?
Oh, a few weeks, maybe months. But rest assured, we'll start at noon every day and end well before dinner.
Understand that I have taxing time for other things.
Oh. So you'd like to expedite this training?
At least get a rundown in a week or so.
In a week or so?
Just the beginning. I do not expect to become a master in such things.
No, but at least certainly someone capable of doing great things. If that's the case, then we'll have to devote more energies, and you'll have to show up shortly after breakfast times.
Well, I have no worries about meeting as early as you require.
And staying till nearly supper. And we'll have to devote more guidance to you. And as I've said before, this means reallocating our resources. You do understand, yes?
I do. Now, girls, allow me to look through my funds to see what I ought to locate.
Sure. Take your time.
Drills.
Yes.
Tridents can be thrown, right?
Yes, they can.
Okay, well, their distance isn't listed in how far they can go, but it's safe to assume it would either be underneath a spear or a javelin.
Spear and knock off, say 10 feet. Not tens of yards, but 10 feet. Because it's slightly heavier.
So instead of short range being 30 feet, it's 20 feet. Long range, instead of being 60 feet, is 50 feet, so forth.
There you go.
Well, spear is 1, 2, and 3 respectively in small.
So 10 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards, and if you knock 10 feet off, 10 yards is 30 feet. That drops it down to 20 feet for what's considered short range. It's still going to have the same maximum range, which again is slightly larger than what's listed. But at maximum range, you've got a penalty of 5. At medium range, a penalty of 2. And at short range, no penalty. Wow. I don't believe I did that.
What happened?
I can't say.
Oof.
I was messaged one way and I answered another. I boofed. But there's no repercussions. All right, since we're waiting on Vader to do...
Decide to type it out.
Well, such an allocation resource is considered for an accelerated timeline as I've requested. How would doubling my offer sound? And he produces a second gem of the same value. Okay, John D., as he offered a number of weeks or months, he's willing to cut that down to half that, which is still a number of weeks, or a month. I'm going for a couple of drags. Wow. Be right back.
Aiden, did you have the specs for a trident? Because it's in that spreadsheet that I have for.
What? Oh no, it wasn't for me. It was for Dom. He asked me about it because it wasn't in the book.
Oh, that Excel spreadsheet that I have has some specs for trident.
Oh,
it's helpful.
right. I kind of forgot you sent me that. I hardly ever really use Excel, so I keep forgetting it's there. I'll have to remember to use that. Thank you for reminding me.
For small to medium, it has a D6 plus 1. For large, it's 3D4 for a basic trident. I don't know if you have any.
Yeah, but he was asking for the range of it, how far it can be thrown. And that's not listed in the book. The damage is. I guess they don't really expect people to throw a trident.
Yeah, sorry, it doesn't have the distance specs in there either. Sorry.
Nope. It's okay.
That's considering tridents were technically used as a throwing weapon as well as a melee weapon.
Well, such an allocation resources considered would accelerate a timeline as I requested. How much would doubling my offer sound? And saying another gem of the same value? That answer was given already, and we're waiting on John D. John D, basically we're waiting on you to decide how much money you're going to offer him to try and get it down into that 6 or 7 day time window.
Is there any hard feelings if I make this more compressed of a time scale for research?
Who are you asking?
I'm consulting out of character with Fixer, if he's there.
See if you can get it down to a 2 week instead of 1 week, maybe. That would still give us quite a month and a half or 2.5 months for research for the spell for doing 90 days. See what it would take to get, offering 500 or so.
The problem is I don't have any 100 GP gems left.
Are you out of funds?
Oh damn! If only you hadn't given one to Hans.
No, if only I hadn't splurged on a freaking walking stick.
Yeah.
Or a whorehouse.
He didn't actually offer anyone. Just his property to be built upon.
It's really up to you what you want to spend on fighter training or spell research. To what level can you get with just a week or 2 weeks? With what type of coin?
This might sound terrible of me, but are you able to break a gem and offer a smaller denomination if I were to give you a larger one?
That is considerable. How much? And he'll hand you your 2 gems back with the appropriate paperwork. And how much compensation do you wish to pay?
Would 500 gold pieces be enough to break it into a 2-week timeline?
500 gold pieces for a 2-week timeline. We can certainly try, and we do have the expert tutelage, but I cannot guarantee, as you are a learned man, obviously, but we cannot guarantee the pupil as well as the teacher.
Well, if I can't learn, that will be on me, now wouldn't it?
So that we are certain of this, you are offering how much?
500 gold pieces, sir. I have a 1k gem here that I ask to be split.
So, very well. We'll take your gem and the paperwork. Please wait here. I shall return shortly. And he will depart into the temple. He'll return a few. Let me think. Minutes. Oh, about 20 minutes later, he'll come back. And he will hand you a gem with a piece of paper that certifies it as being worth 500 gold pieces. Very well, then. We will see you on the morrow.
At dawn, I assume.
Or shortly thereafter.
Dawn till dusk, it shall be done.
Very well. May your journeys be great and noteworthy. And have a good night, John D.
You as well, sir.
And he'll go back into the temple.
And like, what was his name?
Oh, you never asked his name.
No, sir. That's why I dragged it out.
Okay, let me put it in out of character. Because I had it on the tip of my tongue. There we go. There it is. There you go. Master Stangry. Nothing like stingy or anything like that. Yeah, don't. No, nothing like that.
Totally coincidental.
Absolutely.
Well, this session's certainly going to drain John of money. If nothing else.
Now, is everyone happy with what they have done so far? Actions for the round. I haven't skipped over you.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the wrong channel, damn it.
It's okay. I still saw it. Silence is consent at this point.
Yes.
Robin's questioning, I'm not sure of your timeline that we're considering with her questions about the enchanted item. Are we there yet or not?
Okay, so for first few days, got a brewing area, train rifle about brewing, then start research with John, but he's gone for first however many. And asking at Temple, that's going to be day 1 about enchanting mini breastplate for spell, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll get back to you on that day 1, which is
Okay, I wasn't sure where you were in that timeline in your question.
actually, oh, damn it. Okay, you're absolutely right, Fixer. I skipped over that. So in that regards, the cost of enchanting that material component would be the same as enchanting a full-size breastplate for that. Is that something you want to do?
Yes, asking the price because I'm not sure if I have the coin available.
Okay, they're looking about the 22 to 2500 gold piece range. And that's just to charge it with the appropriate defensive spells to enact that kind of stuff. Because remember, y'all don't have the spell researched yet, and you don't have those extraordinary material components.
So good to know, because I do not have those funds available yet. But it's good
Okay.
to know that for future reference. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm sorry I overlooked you, which is why I did go back to this. And so now I need to look.
That's fine. You had a lot of things going on.
Yes. Thank you for your understanding. So now I need to go down here. Some of you are about to get messages. Do not ask why. Just roll.
Oh wait, what was Sebastian rolling for again?
You don't know. And I'm not telling you.
Very well.
All right. Next. Oh, geez. This one is complicated as all that shit. Okay.
Is there anyone at the house that isn't actually doing anything noteworthy for the time skip?
I mean, I'm training in the morning. And I did, like, ask, hey, if you need my services for anything, I owe you one, just let me know.
You can all look at what each other has said they were doing.
Essentially, John wants to find someone to take care of his familiar while he's away.
I think that guard duty might be.
I can do it. Suggestion box.
Oh.
And why?
Jean, I think you might want to tell that one that your name is Jean and not Sebastian Box. Your name is Jean, right? I haven't been miscalling you.
Fixer, make sure you look at the message I sent you from November 9th.
Well, your input is appreciated, Hans. I doubt that I'm going to be able to change that.
Okay.
Strange things. Aren't you a little busy with your other duties?
That's just me and the girls. The girls can help.
Yeah, trust strange former slave girls with your familiar. Yeah, check that out. See how well that works out. Try it in game.
Who's
Now,
the
again,
oldest?
guys, new actions for the round are not necessarily for just the minute, but
Now you mentioned I would start my afternoon shifts before lunch, so I'm going to cut that out.
Yeah, girls, I still need to review some of that with Aiden. I would need to know
understandable.
the cost of kegs is the major pricing issue.
Okay, didn't we handle those costs before?
Not necessarily kegs. We did some minor stuff with me. I wasn't making that large of a batch process.
I know you were doing a single malt process, if that's the right term.
More just smaller scale. This is a little bit larger scale.
Yeah, so
my personal things. It's
the three of us may have to get together since apparently this is turning into a large scale production. So this means you two have to figure out where you're putting them. And if there are any cost discrepancies that you two can't figure out, and Lydia, I'm giving you a lot of leeway here in figuring that out.
We can review this after session, so it doesn't take up time.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay, but definitely we're still on the honor system. I don't want to shortchange or overcharge anyone, but I want to keep the production time realistic. And remember, there's not just
understandable.
There's Y.
My week has been chaotic, so I haven't really had time to review it yet.
Fixer, that's A-okay. So. No apologies or explanation is necessary. I know that generally you and Coaster Mama, you kick everything else to the side for Saturday nights to get this done and don't have a lot of time during the week for that. That's A-okay. All right, so we either get it done.
This past week has been especially chaotic family-wise with other issues.
Again, bro, no explanation needed. You're good. Anyone disagree with that?
All good here.
No.
I'm hearing all good or crickets chirping. No worries, man.
We good.
Yeah, Coaster Mama, Fixer, and Helix. If he were still here, you guys are golden. You're part of the family. Okay, you warn us ahead of time, even if I forget. Like last week, you weren't going to be here. The rest of the team reminded me, Grills, did you lose some brain cells? He told you he wasn't going to be here.
Okay, well, and I'm like, thank you all for your understanding.
Yeah, dude, you're good. This is as much as y'all infight, you're all friends. So picking up, let's go forward and let's get some monsters thrown at you as soon as y'all get stuff figured out. They just want me to kill them. That's it. They just, Junior, they want me to kill them. want to get rich and die young and beautiful. The Youngs. You know what? I'm not even going to type that out. Somebody says they understand, and obviously they do. You just let that shit go. And out of character chat, I'm looking at now. Nope, you're good. Okay, actions for the round. I've got Hans and Wallace, and I'm waiting on the rest of y'all. What is that thing? It is a... That didn't work right. That didn't either.
What are you trying to do?
The heart thingy.
No idea.
Yeah, that thingy. Okay, well, the intent came across, and now break it down into the two symbols, since I can't seem to remember. That's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah, stupid. Well, you saw what I was trying, you saw what I did, and you got the idea. All good. All right, so in character chat, what the hell? Well, strange, I really don't want to insult the importance of your chores and your studies. Right, that must be very intensive learning the ways of God, though I appreciate your idea of seeking help from the children. Thanks greatly for the offer, of course. And then we seek out the oldest children, offering 8 electrum for each of them for the duration he is away for training if they promise to pamper Camellia and keep her out of trouble. Okay. Anyhow, y'all focus on actions of for the round and not in-game chat. That way, if you really, guys, want to get the time skip done, because I'm not telling you people who got the highest XP awards for making the time skip happen. But y'all want to RP this time skip, or do you want to do the time skip?
Hey, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
I didn't put it in actions, but Hans is also getting the items he ordered, yeah?
You are... Feel free to edit your actions. It's... Yeah, put it in there.
Right.
And I'm sure the Corvos brothers would appreciate greatly if y'all just RP'd for the next so many sessions.
Would make it a lot easier to come back if we come back.
Since y'all have sick Typerian on them, that if y'all just keep RPing until, say, July of next year, because yeah, it's looking pretty ugly. It's looking pretty fucking ugly. Back in 2, going for a smoke. Well, that's dandy. Okay, and the first person that is bored, give me a percentile die roll on the bot channel.
Oh, damn. I just rolled it manually. Huh. Oh, hold on. Wait. Aiden beat us both.
Yep.
Well, now
Don't
you got
matter.
3 of
First
them.
person that is what?
Bored.
Bored. Ah.
Yeah,
Hence why I immediately rolled it with physicals.
yeah,
It's
but
the first time
letting it
I've
hit
used my
you.
dice tonight.
Okay, 26. Nope, doesn't cut it. Okay. Well, that unspeakable evil does not appear in the morning. Wow, this has been a lot of mental gymnastics tonight.
Mm-hmm. This is why I tried to break things up. Imagine trying to figure out the price list for Hans's items now.
Yeah, I may have to get back with you on that, like tomorrow. But I should hopefully sleep good tonight. While John is in training, 7 training, flawless eating, repeat, learning from Robin, then spell research, standard day routine, standard day routine, standard day routine, standard day routine, routine. My apologies. After saying it about 5 times in a row. Training, talking with John, eating, repeating may be possible. Fun time if John can stay awake enough. Yeah, sorry, Rel. After about those first 2 nights, he's been whipped. Duly noted, Bevan. John D.
Hi.
And I know I don't have everyone here yet. I need 14d20 from you.
Oh, man.
Dice rolls or physical?
Take your pick. But I'll need a full report, either which way.
I guess it'll be easier to do it on... Wait, you say 14?
14 die 20. It's going to be easier if you do it in the dice rolls channel.
Okay, and to be clear, this isn't for my fighter training, right? Because a
To be
week is 8
clear-
days, so there'll be 16 die.
To be clear, you don't know.
Fair enough. Here we go.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Wow, 100.
But between Hallowed be thy name. Bravo, Lagatha. Wait, who's quoting the "Hallowed be thy name"?
So that would be Stranger Things.
Ah, okay. No response is appropriate. Okay, so again, Robin and Lagatha, that's after y'all, because currently there's only one brewery set up, which means y'all are going to have to set out for purchasing these kegs, which I'll allot as full-size barrels. And the other things that I already allotted prices on. And if y'all don't remember and can't research it, I'm going to have to give y'all prices later on and y'all deduct that.
Okay, thanks. I was just trying to see if we
Because,
can
yeah, y'all
work
are
out some of it.
Y'all are going from setting up a simple homebrew one thing that was producing mead to a large-scale operation.
Yeah, I was anticipating just to upscale like a barrel a day. Would that barrel be 5 or 10
Okay.
gallons?
Well, then you
We
two
can review
need
it
to
later.
Okay, yeah, y'all need to get your heads together later and tell me how fast you are doing this, because stuff and things.
And
so far as I can tell, you are doing this in the basement because the other facility is not built yet. It's still under construction and trying to set things up while that place is still being excavated and the walls are going up. That ain't gonna work.
Okay, I wasn't sure of what was going on there, so thank you.
You're welcome. And Lydia, by the way, I'm sure you're keeping careful track, but construction is going according to plans so far.
Speaking of,
So you might need to make a scale model on Minecraft to show where it's currently at the end of the session.
And Strange, you have a response waiting for you in character.
What is Eames doing? Eames is doing normal stuff, helping with the cooking, odd chores here and there. You're doing what in the basement? Nothing, and no, not sex. Sebastian, I didn't mention sex. You're acting sus. Wow. Do I need to babysit you? Wait. That comes across as Sebastian saying, maybe I should watch them.
I was wondering if we were going to go there. We went there.
I went there. Okay, disclaimer, this Dungeon Master is an adult and has been for a long time, and yeah, if people are acting sus, that is one of the things that he suspects. Wow, no, I wasn't the only one whose mind instantly went there, because, well, Sebastian, yours went there, and then mine and Double M did as well, but that's okay. All right, switching over to see what this is. Okay, that wasn't a response needed at this time. And Sebastian is laughing.
Grills, the roleplay happening in character is really just arguing semantics. What's going to happen in the future for John is pretty much already determined.
Okay. So, at this point in time, Hans, you're dealt with. Wallace, you're dealt with. Robin, you're pretty much dealt with. Lydia, because I can't just say 7/rel because you're playing so many because you're on the home front, but you're mostly dealt with the exception of Rifle. So I've got Robin and Rifle not completely dealt with. Bevan, you're dealt with. And let me check something. question. Okay. Okay, so Bevan, you're dealt with John D for the next 2 weeks. John will train like a madman on throwing stars. I thought it was throwing stars and daggers.
Oh.
Wasn't it?
Grills, it will go on the dagger proficiency, but it specifically he'll be learning how to better throw his stars.
Okay. All right. All right, there's a couple of people I have not seen words from yet. Yes, Lydia, I know that. I know that, Lydia. And we'll have private words after session or on another day about that. And if you disagree with me, then you can call bullshit, or you can just accept what I've decided. It's up to you. But for now, I'm very cognizant of what you're telling me. And I got you. Okay. Well, you don't need to remind me anymore. Just find a different time and we can discuss that. Just me and you. And I'll be the what you just said in this channel. Cool.
I'm confused because there's really nothing to discuss about.
Yeah, there is. Either you want to talk about it and I'll explain what I've done and why I've done it, or it doesn't bear talking about. Up to you. Nothing that needs to take away from session time right now. Agreed?
I mean, I'm now more confused than ever, but okay.
Okay, well, then we'll come back to it. Let's see. Researching his spell with Robin for remaining days of the time skip. So 2 weeks, that's 16 days. Even though they told you 14. $14 out of 96 is 74? No, 76.
And what's this about?
Look in at actions. Okay, trying to move Nora out. Okay, Lydia, where are you trying to move Nora out to, or just
Well,
out?
I'm trying to get work first so she can actually have a decent supply of gold to actually fund her move out.
Okay, well, are you trying to get Nora out of the picture?
More of her out of the house. If she's in a different part of the city, that's entirely different.
Okay, can we consider this retired or semi-retired status?
Yeah.
Okay, then Nora, you find a job, you succeed in the job, and you move out of the house.
Duly noted.
Is that okay? Now we've still got to handle if there's any RP on this.
Now I'm good with just accepting what you just said.
Okay, then guys, somewhere between day 1 and day 2, Nora disappears and does not come back. Let me go back to here.
What was... I'm still not getting with the 14 versus 16.
Cohort weeks are 8 days long, but human weeks are 14 days. This comes into play with stuff like rations. Rations are bought in 7-week increments.
Okay.
Well, 7-day week increments.
What were an agreement like for...
Okay, so guys, anything that says 1 week as far as purchasing, like 1 week iron rations, that's 7 days worth. Okay. But to be completely across the board, the Kohol week is 8 days. It's based on the lunar cycle. All right. So it says a week in say the player's handbook, that's 7 days. But a Kohol week is actually 8 days.
And as such, I am getting 16 days of lessons.
No, you're getting 14 days of lessons.
Why? Exactly.
Because you paid for 14 days of lessons.
You will need a day of rest in that week.
Besides that, Rel has been after you like a mad woman. It's like you have something she desperately wants.
Moving
Again.
forward, please.
But you're just too tired. And what's this in character chat? John stiffens up.
That is the weirdest laugh I've ever heard you make, Grills.
John D, 72 experience points. Oh, I'm sorry. John D, 70 XP. Your weasel gets the other 2.
Okay, that was good. That was so good, Grills. I'm sorry.
Okay, so since I typed in new, I see I have actions from, let's see, Hans, Wallace, okay, Robin, Bevan, okay. I'm only missing Sebastian, who is just, he's already stated what he was doing last time. He was resting, he was reading. And I still need to know something very important, guys, because you're about to take a 90-day time skip. And I don't, Leonard, you're covered. You don't need to type out jack shit.
He wants to use his weapon proficiency.
Oh, did he level up or something?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, let's see it then, Leonard. Practicing your longbow. Okay. Then in this case time, people, I'm about to say and put the rubber stamp of the Dungeon Master's approval on it for a 90-day time skip.
Oh crap.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing you wanted everything that we're going to be doing, right?
Well, not every absolute thing.
Okay, I need to ask the party for that money.
Okay, I need to know how much money is being spent on spell research. I already know how much has been spent on training, and I need to know what the party is doing about the comatose people, that being Veritas and Ariel.
Dungeon
Because-
Master, question.
Shoot.
So we know that the sleeping sickness, do people need to eat, breathe, like, do they need anything other than just a bed to sleep it off in?
Hey, Leonard, you can answer this for them and out of character. After being absent for a session or two, haven't I always told you that you wake up and you need to desperately use the bathroom and you're hungry as all hell? Okay, you might want to fill them in on that. Give them a reminder, because apparently your biological functions are still going on. Breathing is one thing, but sustenance and taking on water and hydrating, and you wake up and I've kind of maybe glossed over the fact that you've crapped your pants several times over. Not to be too gritty or anything, but you wake
So
up,
comatose.
you're comatose, but you're not dead, which means these biological functions continue. Now, you've got two people that are comatose, and you want to do a 90-day time skip. If you do not take actions or measures, what do you think is going to happen to them within the next 90 days?
Death, and then
Death.
starting to
Yeah, we should-
decompose. So
we
let's
should
take them to the
drop them
Temple
off.
of Pythas. Oops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, at this point, I'm gonna go for a smoke, and y'all think that over, and I'm just gonna. Right now, you are on the cusp. You're in day one of the 91-day time skip, and y'all can bandy that around. But Veritas and Ariel, and surprisingly, not Sebastian, are basically comatose, and you want to do a 90-day time skip with them comatose. I'm leaving that up to you. I'm going to take a swig of beer, go out for a smoke, and maybe you'll have reached this conclusion by the time I get back. I want to take an extra drag. Give y'all a little extra time, okay?
Lagatha and Stefan could take care of them.
I have an idea. Bring Veritas and Ariel to the Temple of Pythas. See if they know a way to cure, or if they can hold on to them until such time as they recover. Veritas being a believer, and Ariel having already been raised by them, they should be accepted. And granted, this is me out of character. In
I
character,
don't
Hans doesn't know
think
this.
Ariel is from the temple.
No,
They
he
came
isn't.
from a different city.
No, he isn't, but he has been raised dead by them before.
Has
He's
that
paid
been
off that
confirmed?
debt.
No, that was Veritas who had that debt.
Veritas paid to have Ariel raised dead, and she
Yeah.
paid half, and he paid half.
No, Veritas paid it all. Ariel gave Veritas money for it to pay back what she had paid.
Point being, the temple knows them. They should be accepted.
Knows them, but doesn't Ariel have a deferring alignment to
That's the nice
that
thing about being
temple?
comatose. You can't throw up your guts just because you're in the wrong type of temple.
Actually, you can. You can still throw up comatose. You still have your bodily functions.
Fair enough. I mean, hey, if you have a better idea, go for it. I was just throwing out my suggestion.
So we're going to leave them at the temple for 90 days without any whereabouts as if they're going to be okay when they get back. And if they get back, they're going to be like, why am I here and not at the house?
Well, then whoever the attending priest is like, yeah, your friends dropped you off here and said you could swing by the house if you ever recover. They were very worried about you. And,
Wouldn't we
should
have
we
to
leave the
pay them
house
for this service, though?
Maybe.
Veritas
No.
wouldn't have to pay, but Ariel would.
Hey, what do you suggest? What's your idea?
Will take care of them. I can't confirm if they won't lose a couple pounds, but if needed, I can help them by feeding them and all that stuff.
Well,
What happens if we leave town? We do a time skip and it's like, okay, guys, we're setting off on an adventure. It seems Veritas and Ariel, they're out of it.
By that point, we have like what, 8 NPCs here?
Alright, so leave them at the house you're suggesting?
We have people who can take care of them.
Alright.
I mean,
Worst case
seeing as
scenario,
there's
we just
something going on between. Go ahead, Dom.
Worst case scenario, we just force feed them and boom, they won't die. As long as, certain external forces do that.
Okay, well, Hans
Also, welcome back.
obviously doesn't know enough to make said suggestion, but that is me, Double M, suggesting take them to the temple. But if y'all want to keep them at the house, we can keep them at the house.
Would you want us to drop you off at a temple and leave you there for 90 days and then go off without you?
Honestly, yeah. If I'm not present and it's not like an excused absence, then it's like, yeah. Like, it's one thing if it's like, okay, guys, I'm going to go for 30 minutes because I have to go take care of something. Then it's like, okay, Dungeon Master, can we, keep me alive, please, because I'll be right back. But speaking frankly here, Golden's missed a lot of sessions, and he hasn't given us anything to work with. Like, this isn't a blast to him, but what are we supposed to do here?
It kind of sounds like a blast.
No, I'd love to do what he wants us to do with his characters. I don't know what that is. Keep them alive. Okay, we can take them to a temple, take care of that. And one of his characters is a member of a temple.
Well, Ariel is entangled with Stefan, and Veritas is entangled with Lagasa, so it wouldn't make sense just to let them take care of them.
I was going to be working.
Okay, there we go.
Stefan works in the morning shift. Lagasa's at the home the entire day. Takes the kids to church or to their apprenticeship. And then she comes back, does her, the whole prayer thing, some training, some blacksmithing, but she can't take care of them. And then when she goes off, Stefan takes over for the night shift, feeds them, cleans them, changes them,
Alright, seems like we have a plan then. We'll leave them at the house. Lagatha, Stefan, the NPCs at the house will take care of them.
It's just leaving them at a temple just doesn't sit right, even if it is a temple they belong to. It's just that they're now further away from the party.
I hear that, I guess.
So, this is concluded then?
Yes.
Then turn your attention kindly to out of character.
Sadly, I do not have the funds to lend you those.
None of you. To be clear.
Rifles during their own spell research. Nora just left, so Lagatha could possibly give you 400 gold gem worth, but that's about all she has. And Seven paid up all of her money for training. I would if I could, man. I would if I could, but I ain't got none.
Would Bevan have anything to contribute, perhaps? Or would that all go to your god?
Yeah, I have to figure out what I've got and what my tithe is going to be and stuff. And then I can tell you what I can or can't throw your way.
This kind of sucks with the Golden not being here, because I have past confirmation that he'd have his characters donate 500 GP each.
But then Lagatha and Stefan are broke.
What are you laughing about? Brandon and both of your hands there.
Like, for the record.
Sadly, KGP have the money but are not here.
It's true, they've been saving up money to get like enchanted shit, but they're not presents. Otherwise, they would happily give you the loan, John. No interest.
Hey, look, guys. KG and P are not here. And Hyperion appreciates your contributions.
Come on, girls. You can stop guilt tripping them.
Oh. Hey, look, Hyperion's gonna love that sword. It's only a short sword, but he's gonna love that short sword.
God damn it. On the plus side, if my guys have to fight and kill him, he's probably got shit. But on the downside, they're probably not going to be able to kill him, so... yeah, a guy can dream and cry.
One of the two is going to happen. They're either going to experience victory or defeat.
Maybe they won't encounter him until they've already taken care of the thing. That would be ideal.
That's still a possibility. I mean, because there is Pagel, the hermit, and wow, what is his tie-in with this?
Oh, and all the monsters in between you and the hermit.
Oh,
well, yeah, there is.
Had fun with that. Got to kill some ogres.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Yeah, about that friendly.
So that's 700 GP. That's you only need like.
All right, so
300 more.
Guys, I'm going to give you all a few more minutes. Not out of generosity, but I got to swallow these aspirin and actually head to the bathroom for a serious biological matter.
Okay. Oh. Grills.
Yes.
The screenshot that's in out of character.
Out of character. Hey, Golden, if John asked for money from the party, would your character offer anything? How much? That's from a week ago.
Indeed.
And what about it?
I'm guessing I'm SOL since they're sleeping sickness.
Yeah, they was that agreed to at the time?
Yes.
Which channel is that in?
That's in PMs.
That's in PMs. Anything that is in PMs that was not reported to me is not standing. No. I can't accept PMs reproduced here. I've got to see it in either actions for the round, out of character, or in character. It's not something that I have privilege to. You should delete that message. No, I can't accept it. But even if it was accepted, 500 gold pieces each? No, that's bad faith. I'm not trying to chop you off at the ankles, but nope. I can't accept that. And I don't think any of my Padawans would either. You can't hold characters to PMs. Okay. Double M's microphone issues. He'll be RB. All right, so guys, I'm still listening in for
I'm back.
Welcome back. You
Is this for everyone to put, or just people that haven't so far?
it'll be
Actually, I don't know
for
what this is.
everyone.
Yeah. Robin. Are we keeping to what you had said that you're contributing 2K?
Yes.
So okay.
You do the math on that.
Rifle, learning from Robin, and spell research. Okay, rifle. You got to pick one.
Well, it's the first 6 days for Robin teaching me. That's what he said he was going to do.
Okay. Yeah, we're trying to get past that first 6 days.
Okay. Are the first 6 days done with then?
Not yet, but this is iffy. But for your actions here, go ahead and put it past the first 6 days.
Alright, then it's just spell research.
Okay, then go ahead and amend your actions to that.
Rabbit hole.radio. So I've gotten some inquiries about this. We're going to rabbit hole. It's under construction right now because the server.
Okay then.
Okay. All right, so I still need to see from Bevan and Robin and John D and Sebastian.
Sorry, what did you need, Grills?
Your actions for the round, even though it's not for the round, it's for like after the first week, even though that hasn't been dished out.
Since there's no one else that can contribute, this is going to be the final thing in actions.
Vader, you might want to check your math.
Which part?
We will pay 600 gold pieces per week per 8 days.
Yeah,
For the-
math I did. 90 days
Oh, you're
minus
talking
14.
about spell
70
research.
That's so 76 days. 5,700
Okay.
divided by.
Never mind. Well, I'm going to give y'all a chance to amend those actions after I see everything. Okay, and John D., when was it you went to go begin your spell research?
When was it?
Yeah.
This would be once my business with the Temple of Adventurers is concluded.
Okay.
Unless Robin wished to do that beforehand, which I haven't seen necessarily, unless I'm missing something.
That's day 0.
And if Bevan's able to contribute any money, I'll add that to the total.
Duly noted, Bevan. Yeah, Lydia, you're right. Asking you to type it out again, but that might change in a moment here. Okay, so party. Do we have everyone who's had nope, Robin is typing. Okay, so party. So you guys are doing stuff, and I specifically asked New regarding those with the sleeping sickness. And I see that Wallace is trying to pump food and water down their throats. 7. Talking with Wallace. I'll assume that there's been something to keep life support going on for these comatose people.
I did mention, I spoke to the party about them, and we being, I believe, Lagatha and Gromit were the ones to state that they wanted to do it. We're going to take care of it.
Stefan, Gromit's not even here.
My bad. Sorry.
Wait,
Lag and
Lagatha
Steph.
and Stefan, you said we're gonna, but you might
Okay,
want to include that.
Guys, New regarding those with sleeping sickness, in parentheses, Veritas Ariel. Okay, Wallace has stepped up to the bat. Am I missing something where none of the rest of y'all are doing
Dungeon
anything?
Master.
I
My
didn't
first
see
message.
that.
Okay, you may all amend your actions while I go for a smoke and use the bathroom, possibly. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Feel free. If I was somehow lackadaisical in expressing what I thought before I typed that in, that guys, you've got a 90-day time skip and you've got 2 comatose people, kind of thing. I'm sorry.
I believe you were pretty clear, Dungeon Master. I did put something. I think you missed it.
Oh.
I put it at the end there without
Yeah,
actually
you did.
making it an attention.
Okay.
Actually, you didn't. It's
Actually, he does have a side note there. It's not a big note, but regardless, I'm going to go for a smoke and maybe take a poop. And when I get back, you've all got license to amend your actions. Because otherwise, wow, Wallace, you're the one keeping them alive. I'm going to have to check your alignment. Back in a few.
Man. Perhaps you mean letting them die would be lawful evil.
What's up, Kenny?
Do what? What? What are you talking about? I'm still there. That must be on your end, because I can still see our entire chat history. Why did you send me that picture, kid? Oh, never mind. Wait a minute. Oh, the first picture you sent me just now. No, that's not the picture I'm seeing. Yeah. Now, quit pissing off the hunters, though, Kenneth. It's not going to lead anywhere. Good. And I love that picture. That's crazy, man. Well, it's on your end because I can still see everything. I don't think it's a big issue. Man. Either which way. No, I think it's on your end. You might have accidentally muted me. That's funny. Yeah, okay.
All right, gang. I am back.
Welcome back.
Sorry for the interruption there. Okay.
Anyways, yeah. Yeah, man, it's a shame you couldn't make it down today.
Let's see something here. And I'm sorry for the background information. Huh. Did not expect to see that, but
Brandon needs a sling.
okay.
He ain't got a sling, Kenny. You expect a man to live without a sling, Kenny. That's lame, Kenny. You know that the M1 carbine only has 64 parts? No, the M1 carbine only has 64 parts.
Let's see here.
What has a 64 part? Yeah. Dude, was husband's Oscar Boz at the gun show. 5.56 AKs. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Not the one I saw now. Why not?
Nope, nothing there.
You know what tipped me off though was that none of the so you know the
Nope,
Estolino?
nothing there.
Yeah, you know how it had that like really cool like rounded handguard on it? Yeah, none of the newer gen, none of the second gen ones have that. That distinctive handguard, it's just M-Lot fucking cheese graters.
Okay, so party people, let me look at out of character chat real quick.
I like that distinctive handguard.
Okay, so out of character chat. Remember, guys, we started out tonight with day 211.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with all due things said, day 213. John D, I need an intelligence check, and Robin, I need a constitution check.
dice rolls? Sorry, in channel?
It's up to you. You're on the honor system. Okay, Robin.
What?
And John D. Okay, very well. I'll come back to yours later, John D. As John D, as you're about to lead Robin into the Temple of Yakur, Robin, as you step over the threshold, you are assailed by uncontrollable stomach cramps, and you begin, how shall I politely put this, vomiting out of both ends. You are dropped to the ground. What do you wish to do at this time, Robin?
Try to turn around and leave.
Okay, so after, how shall I say this? A few moments of painfully struggling, you get over the threshold, and yeah, you are filthy. John D, give me a perception check with plus 14.
Plus 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're basically failing on what, a 1? Let's see.
You mean failing on 20 or something?
John D, you have a perception of 18. So yeah, you can only fail on a 20.
Yeah, and I got an 8, so I made it.
So as you and Robin are about to pass through the threshold, she collapses and she's trying to turn around, and you see her, and yeah, she's throwing up and there's a stench. And what do you wish to do? Guys, let me put it in new.
The rest of us shouldn't type since we're not involved, I assume.
Nope. Robin. Because this is day 213, I believe I said.
Do I make it back outside?
Yeah, you're crawling back outside, Robin. But I need to see in actions for the round what you're doing and what John D is doing. Because yeah, wow. I mean, you're walking along. It seems open and friendly, and you step over a point, and all of a sudden, whoa, you're doubled over, and it's coming out of both ends.
Wait, out of a con check of 15, she got a nat 1, and so that still happened. Ouch.
No, that was her saving throw.
Oh.
Against the protections of your temple. Because, John D, it was you who brought it up, that this was a chaotic individual walking into one of the utmost gods of law and order. Okay, so Robin, you can't do cantrips at this time, but John D, after a moment of confusion, you're helping Robin outside of the perimeter, and so there's a new for you two guys. So you're.
Else, would that intel check happen to include any information that I might be involved?
The intel check that you've already given me is not pertaining to this situation.
Understood.
So, John D., Robin is trying to crawl away from your temple. It takes you a moment to discern this, and Robin is crawling away from this, and then Robin is doing looks like a simple cantrip. What do you wish to do? Robin, you may get the inflection that you're not welcome in that temple. Because you're chaotic. Or something like that.
Someone else's Discord been kind of lagging for them.
That dragon hide is ruined. Wow, Leonard. That. Oh wait, no, that wasn't Leonard. That was Lydia.
Girls, does my character know of such enchantments that protect against chaotic?
It's never been expressed to you, John D.
So there's no reasonable way that my character would come up with that?
By all that is accordance, lawful, and providence may pass freely for those who are wild and heretical. We brook you no easy passage. Give me an intel check, John D.
Okay. $18 intel, 18 roll.
So while you're helping Robin away from the entryway, and it's like, oh shit, that's what it meant. Oh, and so obviously, give me another intel check.
Okay. 17. Why can't these be attack rolls?
Well, okay, you're not sure if that means maybe only those that follow the true path of law and order and procession and providence, or if it's against those that are oppositely aligned. You're not sure, but it didn't kill or hurt her, but that wasn't expected. You didn't foresee this, John D. And John D., you feel like you've led your friend into a trap. And she just crapped all over herself and threw up.
And you're helping her up without seeing her first.
No, he's trying. What evil was that?
I'm trying to go back to there if my Discord would respond.
Okay. All right, gonna go for a smoke. Y'all figure it out. Hey, son.
Huh.
I heard your stuff getting a little loud right as I was walking out the door. As much as I enjoy Thursday nights, I'm not going to ask you to tone it down for that. But on Saturday nights when I'm the host, please use your earphones or something.
Yeah, I can't fetch earphones.
Okay, well, you know, I heard it walking out the door, and I want to keep this non-political. All right, guys. I took my smoke break, and I am back.
Welcome back.
Let's see. Contemplative look. Shit. What kind of temple is this? I am a good person. Apparently, there are protections in my temple that ward against those of unruly or chaotic persuasion. I never figured you'd well fall into that description, so I'm damn sorry, friend. Good person. All right, so if y'all want to continue it, please put it in character chat or give me actual actions for new.
You want to continue with this in character or what?
Y'all, that's up to the two of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking him, Pixar.
Yeah, we can go to in character.
Anyhow, that's there for y'all after it gets out of in character. Again, guys. Oh, pardon. Oh, I'm singing it. As much as I want to give y'all this time skip, if I don't dot all of my I's and cross all of the T's, I'm not being a good dungeon master. And yeah, it's a very complex, very evil, very dark world. And even the lawful and the good have issues. Now, for everyone else, sorry that you're just hanging in limbo because I'm with you. Because day 212 is basically day one for the 90-day time skip. And I am so ready to just put you on winter. But can't do it without cheating y'all. I feel bad for Dom and Coaster Mama right now because they're just basically sitting back cool in their heels. It's fine. Thanks, Dom. Okay. You keep doing that, Tom. But do realize your dungeon master is moving out. Normally I'll run till 12. Maybe a little later and then chat with y'all for
We-
2
we
or 3
can-
hours.
We can move on then. I'm not going back in the temple. Not after that.
Hey, no, that's up to you. Play your character. Like a catapult for spell bombs. Well, Dom, you keep thinking along that way. I'm just telling y'all guys that just not my best, but still, I hope I haven't left anything undotted or crossed. And
All's good in the hood over here.
what's that?
All's
Double
good
M?
over here.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, obviously I'd love if we could keep going, but I understand. Y'all need time. Take your time. If I cool my heels a bit this session, that's fine.
I'm still messing out from Denalia. By the way, Double M, what's the prospect on something tomorrow night, a makeup session?
If Golden's willing to go, that'd be great, but if not, and everyone else is willing, I'm willing to run it, since right now Autumn is AFK at the keep anyways.
Well, I'm willing. What about you, Lydia?
Level up, level up, level up.
I brought up the idea, so I'm happy.
Yeah, no,
I
these
can
two
do
are
that.
already ready for it. Obviously, we're not going to do a Mead session without Mead. That would be... Like, I can try an NPC you, but it's so much better if we get it legit from the source. First level
Okay.
character? Okay, I cast Magic Missile, then rememorize it. I can run that.
I'm close to surpassing John D in level for mage.
You greedy wench.
Okay, now I feel like eventually we actually might have a relatively. If we still had Lars and we had the Corvos, it would actually be a relatively fair fight when we level up from this dragon fight.
Between the two, I
Because we
mean,
got
Mead can
level-
probably solo the whole party.
Oh, yeah.
Sheer
sure.
size of the
Two
party.
simultaneously either fireball or two lightning bolt. Party's pretty much done.
Yeah, pretty much at this point, Mead versus the current Kohol party. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
current
gonna
definitely,
smoke
but
your ass.
give the current whole party
That's
Lars and the Corvos, and it's like, okay, maybe they can pull a win, but more times than not, Mead is taking it. If nothing else, Mead can escape every time.
Not every time.
Well, almost every. Like on very specific, bordering on meta actions, perhaps the whole party can scrape together a win, but it's not close. It's
Without
very-
Lars and the other Corvos, they might scrape together a win, and he would have to escape, but he'd still have pulled their punk cards.
Well, without the rope, there is a more higher chance that they would succeed.
Actually, no, it's lower. If he does the rope, you could actually cut them loose. Okay, without the rope, he's just going to go and pull a calf.
Mhm.
Fireball, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Which takes time.
He's got range.
And so does the party.
Depends on the
For
terms of
Mr.
engagement. If you'd like, we can run a Fresnica this Wednesday and find out.
Let's try that sometime later in the week.
Oh, that's a good
So,
point, Dom.
Robin-
I don't know if you're doing your thing Wednesday right now.
Can a priest come see my intentions? If not, I may be able to help. Okay.
Is that a fair enough thing right there, girls?
Hold on. I'm so am sorry, my friend. Let me look this over.
You know, thinking John can be the temple liaison. I can help outside of the temple with the research.
She says, sadly, the wards don't look for motive, I presume, merely the means. The punishment you received proved as much. I'd understand if you don't wish to help me, but I can set things up first and get our research locale set up outside of temple bounds. Can the priest come out to see my intentions? I can ask. If not, I may be able to help.
May not be able.
May not.
If not, okay. There was a spacing between the I and the F, and that threw me off. If not, I may not be able to help. Commas, guys, commas.
Let's eat grandma.
Robin, I'm suggesting be in front for getting research. We'd be doing the spell work itself outside of the temple bounds, considering that. Okay, let's try. Okay, so guys, they're going to come out and they'll send someone out with guards. We cannot aid and abet the unruly. You either believe in the laws and the ways of the land and what is decided upon, but we may not aid the unruly, as they may not enter here. This is sacred ground. If you wish to help them outside of these grounds, we have no providence over you, John D. But on these lands, these holy lands, such age cannot be given. Be gone, or at least a day, and think these things over. They are very stern.
I will walk away as I am able.
Well, Robin, after you've gotten cleaned up, as cantrips have been in place, and you're no longer dripping or anything, and John D., what do you wish to do at this time?
Now, I'd imagine John be a little pissed right now.
And what do you wish to do, John D.?
Bad enough that I let her into this and had this consequence happen. Did you have to insult her like that?
We do not reflect on order under the eyes of Yakar. Do you renounce your ways? And they look upon you with stern visage, John D.
Renounce, dear goodness. No, I do not renounce the teachings of Yakar.
Then go in peace. The temple is open for you and those who respect you, Carl. But we are not open for blasphemers.
When we walk away, Robin will tell John, I said I would help, but I will not go back into that temple.
So are the two of you walking away?
For the day.
Robin is.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Well, please put it in actions for the round. Robin and John D. walking away from the Temple of Yakur after harsh words. That way it's all recorded properly. Guys, I gotta tell you, I'm wiping out. And I'm sorry we didn't get more done. Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ate this up with RP. This ain't on me. This is on y'all.
That's a lot going on for a 3-month time skip.
I know.
I mean, yeah, it's a quarter of a year right there.
But guys, here's the plus side. Give it a few more days, and if y'all can successfully do a time skip,
XP dump.
XP, it lands. Double M's got the caliber, right?
The caliber?
The amounts.
Yeah. Like, I believe you distributed it, we just can't apply it yet, or...
He has yet to distribute XP.
Then in that case, it is still listed in the XP challenge. So, Dungeon Master, are we calling the end to session here?
Just about. Just about.
These are the kind of bold ideas House Republicans run on and went on. Their policies are destroy the second.
We're just about at the end. And I'm sorry that we're cutting things short by about an hour, but that's going to be a thing tonight. My head hurts. And excuse me for a moment, guys. And then you have to do things, horrible things. Son, you'll have to do horrible things like.
Well, this is honestly the worst way to find out about a party member's alignment.
Oh, there are worse.
The thieving didn't give it away.
Hey, I rolled a
John
1.
never saw that.
You never saw the lock picking that you actually watched us do.
When?
Well, lock picking has nothing to do with chaotic good.
No, but it is
No.
something a thief would know how to do, though.
A cleric of Arble would never attempt to pick a lock. Well, almost never. I imagine there are certain circumstances that permit, but it's not common.
Again, I rolled a 1. It happens.
Yeah.
The worst way to find about it is after you've recovered the sacred artifact, and the guy says, "Oh, his name is AP Destroyer," and the good guy in your group has just picked it up off of the golden pedestal, and it said, "Look, I got it. I've got the artifact." And he says, "Yes," and then guts the guy holding it and grabs it up and says, "Yes." And they're like all screaming because they are badly injured. They're like in the single digit hit points at this point. including the guy that he just slashed across the gut. AP stands for anti-paladin. Yeah.
I was thinking more like they stab you in the back. In the name of Mame.
No, he stabbed him in the front and gutted him, and then
All right,
grabbed
so who did you kill, girls?
the golden chalice with the acorns on it.
Oh.
No, AP stands for anti-paladin.
Oh my. So that's
I
what
am-
happened to the Chalice of Life.
Hush, hush, Dublin, hush. AP Lassiter, yes.
Jesus. He would.
Robin walking away from Temple with Robin. The next day we'll negotiate for getting a hold of said research from your Kerr Temple, but getting a research facility outside of Temple Bound. Oh, John D. You've just skewed the odds. I'm gonna have to re-roll for that. Thank you so much, Vader. Lydia, I'm not sure what you meant because I think there are some commas missing. Anyhow, let me move.
Huh? Where?
Out of character chat. Good, John, good. Otherwise, Ro and John would have had to end.
Mm-hmm.
That.
If you're asking for punctuation, you're asking the wrong person because I do not know where they go. I know where a period goes, but that's about it.
Okay, then say it to me instead of me looking at the text.
Good, John. Good. Otherwise, Rel and John would have had to end.
Okay.
Of course, that's out of character.
Let me respond. Oh, I feel so bad tonight. It feels like all I did was mostly punish you people. But at the same time, I gave out XP rewards. Anyone who did not get an XP reward, message me. Because I think I went around the room. And someone please pick up the Chronicles.
I just did, but it's sorely lacking because I wasn't there last week, and this week was not much to chronicle. A lot of detail work getting done.
Can I even post new Chronicles? I think I can. I don't know.
I don't believe so because you need to have the chronicler roll.
Yep. Yeah, I can message him.
You got it. Yeah.
I'll do last session.
All right. I put a thingy here, but we can move stuff around to keep it in chronological order. Dungeon Master, at this time, session over?
Yeah, I just haven't typed it in because I don't have all
I'm gonna
the
kill the
details.
recordings.
I'm